That's deodorant. Where to begin? So, Friday the 13th. A classic. And one of the... Oh, not that time yet. So Friday the 13th is one of the all-time great slashers. Now, it's a simple revenge story. It's a whodunit. It set the bar. Now, the slasher boom happened thanks to Friday the 13th. The fuse was lit years ago in the 60s. You had the Giallo films, and then you had the slashers of the 70s. But it was Friday the 13th that delivered the pow. And the slashers boomed from 1980, lots in 1981, and continued up until early 90s, and then Scream revitalized it, and then it sort of went then up with the remakes. But Friday the 13th, a simple summer camp, goes all cold and red. Now, Jason was originally going to be called Josh, but they changed it to Jason. Became iconic, but Jason's not there. Sure, some flashbacks and all that, but we heard all this talk, about this young boy who's nixing all the counselors, and then we get that reveal of Pamela Voorhees, Jason's mother. Of course, the opening is that point of view shot and the eerie, haunting music by Harry Manfredini, and then that iconic title with that like more high pitched, and it's coming towards the screen, then dun, 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 black screen and the credits, which would happen for several films. And the iconic titles would, be the same for a few, and explosions. Now, many find Friday the 13th boring. It goes on too long. But, look, it's one of my favorites. It's not on the top. It's in the middle. It does have some great kills. Kevin Bacon's one, the most iconic of the franchise. Then there's the axe in the bathroom, another iconic one. There's, of course, Pamela's demise. It really is haunting because Sean S. Cunningham did so well with directing. You have to have the pace, the slow burn. Like, it took inspiration from what came before. But there hadn't been a lady killer in a slasher before. Like, there was setups here and there and alluding to, but Friday the 13th really was one of the first to do what it did. The summer camp setting, the lady killer, like, we just saw hands, the blunt objects, and the nixing. You know, like the music really is great. Like the score is like, whoa, this is freaky. And what makes it frightening is its realistic tone. Like, we all went to camp. Like, there was always bullying going on, and Friday the 13th really honed in on that. You know, it was meant to be innocent because it was a Christian camp, but no, there was this evil lurking around, but it was an angry, upset mom, and wow, Betsy Palmer did fantastic in the role. Like, she didn't want to do it. Her fans sort of like, oh no, but she does so well. Like, all the cast does well. Like, varies. It's got some comedy. Like the scene where one of the counselors has the Indian headdress and he's going around and doing like his war dance. You got Crazy Ralph, who was a staple, well, became a staple for the film, and just so, like, it doesn't have as much as the later films would, but what Friday the 13th started, I'm gonna cover for 11 more Fridays. Start simple, start basic, and get on. But Friday the 13th, definitely recommended. And it's actually key ma. But it's became so iconic. I'll scare you later till you find out more.